111 people have died and more than 1,000 remain missing following the devastating wildfires in Hawaii. Thousands of homes and businesses have been destroyed in Maui, amongst them the world-famous restaurant and music venue Fleetwood's, owned by the musician Mick Fleetwood. Our correspondent Sophie Long has been talking to some of the employees who are now raising money for the relief effort.
Calculating the human cost of this tragedy could take many months. So much was lost here.
Man, Lahaina is, it was the capital before it was Honolulu, you know? The kings and queens used to live in Lahaina. It was a sacred place.
Lahaina town and the community of Lahaina epitomizes like culture of the Hawaiian story. It's a crazy, vibrant town that actually was alive and wasn't just a tourist attraction. All the surroundings of that town, it was a real community that lived and breathed way before creatures like me even knew about this island.
So many buildings burned, but one had a special place in the hearts of locals and of people around the world, who all flocked to Fleetwood's on Front Street. It may have been owned by a non-native who happened to be a rock star, but it had Hawaiian culture at its heart.
It was my job, it's my responsibility to just keep the Hawaiian culture there. That was one of the first things that I feel like Mick wanted to do since opening. He wanted to always have a Hawaiian presence there.
Kately is our kumu, so he would do an oli, a chant in Hawaiian, and talk about the connections of the Hawaiian Islands from the Hawaiian perspective. And then I had the blessing of being able to do so, not just playing the bagpipes, but kind of as a bard to share the amazing connections between the UK and these Hawaiian Islands. You know, people come and they look at the Hawaiian flag and they say, oh, why is a Union Jack in it? And then they go on with their holiday, don't think about it. But it's not, this is the only place in the world where the Union Jack flies and was never officially a British territory.
All those who worked at Fleetwood's, more than 120 of them, have now been accounted for. But many of them have lost everything. They've all lost their jobs and a place they called home.
For a lot of people working there, it wasn't just a job. It was a second home, you know.
What will you miss most about Fleetwood's?
Everything, from the smell of the wood, to the sun on my back, standing there with the 8 yards of wool, the sound of the crowd, the interaction, the smiles between people that know each other extremely well as a family. The whole place, it really was magic.
Lahaina town has gone, but the culture has not gone. In fact, it's being reminded about how important it is. What it will be, I don't know, but it has to have a sense of history to it and have a hallowed vibration, a hallowed tribute to what happened there.
People here are overwhelmed by grief, and the journey towards healing will be slow. But they hold on to hope and the breathtaking beauty that remains. Sophie Long, BBC News, Maui.